everybody! Welcome back. I apologize for the break with the holidays and then I was sick for a little bit, but I'm back and we're ready to go for more Pokemon Sapphire, so let's get going. Alright, okay, so here's where we're at so far. We've got all of these guys here. Shroomish, Scout. Let's look at these guys again. There's Shroomish, there's Scout, our beast of a Trico. We've got 2 Cascoons, 2 Silcoons, for our master quests. We're building a live Pokedex. So, that's what we've got so far, and everyone's healed up. Let's go find that Team Aqua buddy. Let's go show him who's boss. Oh, it's you! You're that fantastic trainer who helped me in Petalburg Woods. Help me! I was robbed by Team Aqua. I have to get the Devon goods back. If I don't, I'm going to be in serious trouble. Oh, okay, dude. Yeah, we'll go take care of that for you. But let's first see. We do have to catch a Skitty here. So we'll spend a couple minutes seeing if we can find one. If we can't find one, then we'll just have to leave it. So, right. There's Tailo. We're not getting, even though Tailos are really good, we're not getting one of those right now. And then Kata's an interesting Pokemon, but we're not picking that up yet. Alright, we'll do 3 more. And if we can find the Skitty, great, and if we can't, then we'll just move on. We'll come back for it in a little bit. Alright, that's one. Oh, crap. My bug Pokemon are tough, let's battle! I forgot I didn't battle anybody over here. Alright, let's smoke this guy real quick. Unsure. It's a loopy little wormhole, we got this. Oh, dang it, I thought I had it. There we go. It'll level up too. Yeah, we'll switch. Come on, Scout, show them how much of a beast you are, even though they're bug Pokemon. Crits. Oh, they got a crit. There we go. This will be good. Good recovery of health. That's not a lot. But yeah, since the Cocoon Pokemon really only know one move, this'll be easy. Hope you guys have been doing okay. Being sick is not fun, but, you know, sickness happens, and that's why, you know, when you're sick, don't try to fight it, just do the best you can to get better soon, because the sooner you get better, the sooner that you can go out and have fun. And being sick, for the most part, is not fun, so just do what you can when you get sick. Because then the sooner you take care of yourself, the sooner you can go out and have fun. Alright, finally, okay. There we go. Nice level up, that was good. Now we don't have to worry about him. We'll do 2 more here. This one's number 2. Alright, that was 3, so. Ah, shoot. Let me teach you how strong my adorable Pokemon is. Yeah, I'm sorry, I should have remembered. I'm pro at, like, dodging trainers. So if I've gone to an area that I haven't gone before, I'll usually, like, avoid the trainers before I get to, like, the Pokemon Center. And then once I've reached the Pokemon Center, then I'll go back and I'll go smoke all the trainers. But yeah, just a player quirk, I try to avoid as many fighting trainers as much as I can before I get to, like, the final city. Like, the final goal is usually the final city. Alright, notch above me. Yes, I am. Now step out of the way. Okay, I would really like... Yay! Okay. Roar, what's going on? I was digging the tunnel without any tools when some goon ordered me out. The tunnel's filled with Pokemon that react badly to loud noises. They could cause an uproar. That's why we stopped using heavy equipment for tunneling. I'm worried that the goon will do something stupid and startle the Pokemon into an uproar. Well, I can't have that. Oh, what am I to do? We were on our walk, Pico and I, when we were jumped by an odd thug. The scoundrel made off with my darling Pico. Rah, Pico! It's okay, kindly old gentleman. We'll get Pico back for you. Let's see. Yeah, I should be okay. Well, there they are. Why aren't they moving? Got a Pokeball. Great. Oh. There's the Whisper. We don't need that in this playthrough, so we're gonna skip it. What, are you coming? Come and get some then. Crack, he'll haul it all. That hostage Pokemon turned out to be worthless. And to think I made a getaway in this tunnel to nowhere. Hey, you! So you want to battle me? Yes, I do. We need to get back that darling Pico. Poochyena? We can take that. First, we're gonna Stun Spore it. It's a higher level than a lot of the other things we've seen so far. Get some setup going. There we go. Now we'll... Oop, I already did that. Misclick. Good paralysis. That's good. See, that's a good thing about Leech Seed. Even if I misclick, I'm still golden. But now it's time to do some damage. Alright, that was pretty good. Let's do it. Well, I'm sorry. You're setting up 2, but you're gonna be gone before you actually get to attack. Sorry. my career in crime comes to a dead end. Thank you kindly for the money. This is plain not right. Boss told me this would be a slick and easy job to pull. All I had to do was steal some package from Devon. Too bad you want it back that badly. Take it. Obtain the Devon goods. Thank you, sir. And thank you for the Pico. Pico, am I glad to see you're safe. Pico owes her life to you. They call me Mr. Briny. And you are? Ah, so you are Jazzy. I sincerely thank you. Now, if there's anything that troubles you, don't hesitate to tell me. You can usually find me in my cottage by the sea near Petalburg Woods. Come, Pico, we should make our way home. Alright. So, I mean, it doesn't look like a tunnel to nowhere at this point. It looks like it goes through. No, I don't. I just want to run. There we go. But see, there's these two big boulders. You can go past them later, but you can't right now. That goofy goon hightailed it out of the tunnel. I can go back to digging. Yay, good for you. Do I want to, or... I can go back and get items later. We'll fight this guy, though. If the tunnel doesn't go through, then I'll just go over the top. Yep, that's what mountain men do. And I do apologize if you've watched Pokemon before, or if you've played Pokemon before, and you're getting kind of bored of me going through all the dialogue and explaining all this stuff. The reason I'm going through this playthrough slowly is because I have friends and family who are watching who aren't as familiar with the games. So, I won't be doing that in future games, unless it's like a blind playthrough, because if it's a blind playthrough, then even I don't even know what's going on, so I'm going to be taking my time during it. But, for right now, I'm trying to just spending time letting people know some of the extra things in case that they haven't played a Pokemon game before, or if they haven't played this Pokemon game before. So, sorry if that's annoying, but I'm doing it for people's benefit, and I also just think the game is just really entertaining, so I just like reading the dialogue anyways. But anyway, Scout, let's absorb that rock. Good girl. No, I'm not gonna change. We need Scout to level up. There we go. Good job. Losing made me tired. Oh, I'm sorry, you must be an out-of-shape mountain man. Sorry about that, dude. Alright, let's see if we can find that Skitty. I'm trying to avoid having to go back. But then I noticed that we were actually supposed to get a Ralts in this game, so I do actually have to go back and catch a Ralts. I'm debating whether or not to do that now, before the second gym, or if I should do that when we come back later, when we go battle Norman. I'll keep thinking about it. I'll let you know here shortly what I decide to do. But, I am just kind of kicking myself because I didn't pick up the Ralts when I could have, when it would have been really convenient to have done that. So... Alright, Skitty, where you at? getting... Nope. Getting kind of tired. But, this is not the Skitty that I'm looking for. Okay. Well, maybe we'll go battle the other trainer then. Let's go. My Pokemon rule! Check them out! Youngster Joey. Still enjoying the music. I mean, battle music. And then there's a few of the routes. A few of the routes repeat. And some of the towns repeat too. But Mega Dream. Oh, nice. There we go. Let's make room for that. Mega Drain is better than Absorb. Choose Machop. Yeah, let's change. Scout. Yeah, there we go. Let's lower that defense a little bit. I don't think it'll be really... There we go. Ooh, he's gearing up for crits. Let's knock him out before he gets that. Oh, he did the same thing. There we go. Pursuit! It's a pretty good move. Let's get rid of Pound. Even though that one is a really fun move. Pursuit. Search. Ouch, a scrape! I have to put on a band-aid. Oh my gosh! The beast is getting stronger! Let's go, Scout! I forgot when... Yeah, Grovyle! Doesn't that just look so great? Grovyle looks so cool. Fury Cutter. Sure. Let's get rid of Fear. Why is it Fury Cutter though? Leaf Blade is its signature move. That's the one it should have learned upon level up. Oh, how did it go? The Devon goods? You did! You got them back! You really are a great trainer. I know, as my thanks, I'll give you another Great Ball. Excuse me, please. Please come with me. Oh, I forgot. I'll have to go look for Skitty again in a little bit. This is the Devon Corporation's 3rd floor. Our president's office is on this floor. Anyway, I can't tell you how much I'm grateful for what you've done. By the way, that parcel you got back for us, could I get you to deliver that to the shipyard at Slateport? It would be awful if those robbers tried to take it again. Could I count on you to do that for me? Oh, that's right. Could you wait here a second? Our president would like to have a word with you. Please come with me. I'm Mr. Stone, the president of the Devon Corporation. Nice to meet you. I just got word about you. You saved our staff not just once, but twice. I have a favor to ask of an amazing person like you. I understand that you're delivering a package to Slateport's shipyard. Well, on the way, could you stop off in Dewford Town? I was hoping that you'd deliver a letter to Stephen in Dewford. Oh, yes, sir. I'll give it to the Stephen person. Okay. Now, you should know that I am a great president, so I'd never be so cheap as to ask a favor for nothing in return. Oh, good. Good. Because your other buddy here, you know, he just asked me to do something. He didn't promise me anything, so yeah, payment is great. That's why I want you to have this. A Pokenav. Very cool. That device. It's a Pokemon Navigator, or Pokenav for short. It's an indispensable tool for any trainer on an adventure. It has a map of the Hoenn region. You can check the locations of Dewford and Slateport easily. Awesome, thank you. Yeah, let's do that real quick. There it is. Oh, sweet. So we're in Rustboro right here. And these towns we have not been to yet. But we've been there. And then there's Petalburg, where we've been. This is Dewford. And then that's Slateport. So, gotta go to Dewford first. Let's do that. Bye! Thanks for the stuff! Now these guys are fun, I'll just go over them real quick. We're developing a device for talking with Pokemon, but we haven't had much success. I'm trying to develop a device that visually reproduces the dreams of Pokemon, but it's not going well. I think it's pretty cool in later Pokemon games they reference how, at least this research actually becomes available later in the games. I think that's pretty cool. Game trivia. And then anyways, this person over here, I've been trying to develop a device that resurrects Pokemon from fossils, and it's working! Alright, great, so we can resurrect fossils. We're not going to be doing that in this game, but we are going to do it in the other game. But yeah, I need to go back and... find that Skitty. Skitty. You're not the cute little Skitty I'm looking for. Oops. Alright. Skitty is like this cute little kitty. And I love animals, including kitties. I actually grew up, like I said in the previous video, I grew up with animals. I did not have video games in the house. And that was fine with me. I absolutely adored animals growing up. Yeah, I guess, we found it a few years later, but I did find, my parents had given me, this toy lamb, and apparently, I was super inseparable from it, I don't remember playing with it, but apparently, my parents were like, oh yeah, that was, your favorite toy growing up, is just this little toy lamb, and that had, a music box in it. You could wind it, and it would play. I found it, and I don't remember playing with it, so I ended up just donating that to charity. So I don't have that anymore. My family was a little sad that I got rid of that, but I don't have any memories attached to it, so didn't really mean anything to me. But I also I do remember the one show that I absolutely loved, and I liked a lot of animal shows and books and movies and stuff, but I think I was like preschool, but I remember absolutely loving Barney. Like, he was the coolest thing in my like 4 or 5-year-old mind. Like 3, 4, 5-year-old mind. And I watched his show all the time, and I just loved it. And this big purple dinosaur with Baby Bop, the girl green dinosaur, and then the yellow dinosaur. I actually don't remember his name. I think it's Scooter. Don't quote me on that one. Barney and Baby Bop were like the two that I really cared about. But yeah, I loved Barney as a kid. But then, you know, being an older kid, obviously if you liked Barney as an older kid, but everyone made fun of you because everyone was singing that school is like, I hate you, you hate me, let's get together and kill Barney. And like, having grown up loving Barney, I really hated that, but like you can't tell other kids that like you like Barney as a little kid, because you want to be liked, you want to be seen as growing up, right? So you couldn't like Barney when you were little. But yeah, I loved Barney as a kid. I think I even remember, I don't remember if this was like an actual thing or if it was a dream, but like there was a in this dream or in this thing that actually happened when I was really young. I had my birthday party and there were kids at the house, and this big Barney came to my birthday party. It might have been when I was like 3 or 4, and like I remember just having a great time with Barney, and then like it was time for him to go, and he said goodbye, and then like he vanished into a wall at the end of this corridor in my house, and like again, I don't know if it was a dream or if it was like I had Barney at one of my parties and I just imagined that happened. But like, I always thought like Barney was like this cool magical thing that like came to my house and then like he magically left. I don't know. Stupid little kid stuff, but ah, there's the Skitty. Oh, and it's a female. Great. Alright. Let's stun it. Alright. Let's just do Leech Seed, because I think that I don't really trust not knocking it out. So we'll... But isn't that stinking cute? Like, how could I not get into Pokemon as a kid when there's stinking cute Pokemon like Skitty in it? Like, obviously, like, the hook Pokemon for me was Ponyta. But it's just a cute Pokemon. It's Skitty the kitten Pokemon. Skitty is known to chase around playfully after its own tail. In the wild, this Pokemon lives in holes in the trees of forests. It is very popular as a pet because of its adorable looks. See, even the game is self-aware that this thing is freaking cute. It's not very strong, and I actually kind of hate its evolution, but it's stinking cute, and I love it. Yes. We are going to call it Precious. Precious. There we go. Alright, now we got the Skitty. Let's move on. stop by the Pokemon Center. So yeah, I mean, I thought... I really thought that Barney was so cool. But, of course, like, as I grew older, I didn't really get much into dinosaurs, as I did just, like, regular farm animals. And like, domestic pets, because, again, I had a lot of pets growing up, and I'll go through those in a little bit. But, yeah, most of my toys that I played with were animals. Oh, hey, it's Brendan. Jazzy, how's your Pokedex? Have you filled in any pages yet? Mine rules. I went on a Pokemon catching frenzy in Petalburg Woods until I ran out of Pokeballs. Good for you. Bye! Alright. Oh, we can use Cut now, I think. Can I? Only on Scout. I don't wanna do that on that, so we'll come back later. I'll come back later to get miscellaneous stuff, I promise. But right now, we got some stuff to do. And I'm here already. I might as well just pick up the Ralts here. I'm just gonna go ahead and pick up the Ralts. Because I want to tell you more about how much I loved animals growing up. You know how, like, kids, especially girls, like, you grow up with, like, dolls or, like, Barbies or, like, you know, stuffed animals. I had, like, I had the biggest collection of just, like, plastic... Oh, oops. I had the biggest collection of plastic animals. I just did. And yeah, I had Barbies as well, but, like, at one point, like, we had, like, this Barbie doll house plaything, and it was full of animals. like, I just loaded that dollhouse up with animals, and the few Barbies that were in that playset, it was like they were taking care of the animals. It was funny. It was funny. Let's move. Here's the pretty Skitty. We're gonna deposit that one. And we're gonna deposit that one. Okay, so we have those. And then we're just gonna keep Ralts in our party. Okay. And now we're looking for Ralts. But, like, here's the thing. Okay. I'm gonna admit something to you guys right now. I'm a pretty perceptive person. And, I'll talk about it more later, but I was a very perceptive kid. And I had animals growing up, and so I noticed things about animals that maybe other kids who didn't spend as much time with them might not have noticed. Part of the play that I had for plastic animals, as part of the play, I knew that animals created waste product. So, as part of the play, I would have them urinate and defecate. And I only mention that because I've never heard of any other kid doing that. Like, there's some kids who grow up with animals, but then there's other kids that either don't grow up with animals or, like, they grew up with them, but, like, I don't know. I guess I just figured I was a really perceptive little kid. But yeah, as part of the play, they would eat, they would sleep, and then they would do their business. And it was just part of playing as animals. And, like, my family obviously thought it was hilarious. I think it's funny now. But, like, as a kid, I took it very seriously, because, like, you know, I was pretending that they were alive, you know? And as a very perceptive child, that was part of what animals did. So... oh, no. No. Looking for Ralts. Ralts is the rare on this route, so it might take a while, unfortunately. Hopefully it's female. Hopefully it's female. But... anyways, yeah, and one more thing about, you know, me growing up loving animals. Well, actually, a few more things. My favorite movies growing up, I loved... I mean, I liked Bambi. I didn't love Bambi, but I liked Bambi a lot. And you learned a lot of life lessons from Bambi. Like, if you can't say nothing nice, don't say nothing at all. Bambi's a great life lesson movie. But then, I remember seeing Babe in theaters. That was cool. And Babe very quickly became a very favorite movie of mine. But I also loved The Lion King. And, I mean, I love it so much that I haven't even seen the Disney remake. Maybe I will at some point in the future, maybe we'll do, like, a react to it, but, like, why would you remake something that's perfect? Like, The Lion King was perfect the way it was. It did not need to be remade. And the same goes for my #1 all-time favorite Disney movie, Dumbo. I have not seen the Tim Burton remake of that. My friend, who's helping me with this channel, he specifically wants me to do a react to the Tim Burton Dumbo, because I absolutely love the animated Dumbo from the 40s. Yes, there's Jim Crow in it, but, like, that was just the era of the time. And I'm also a big proponent of history, so yeah, that's part of it, but, like, it's a dang good story. Like, it really, Dumbo inspired me to, yeah, I didn't always follow this at times, but it was one of those movies where it was like, if you're different, that's okay. You can be different and you can be cool, and you can still be happy. And so I really love Dumbo, because of that. And yeah, I haven't seen the Tim Burton remakes. I hope it's good, but it looked when I saw the one trailer for it, it looked scary. It looked, and I don't know. My husband doesn't like Dumbo because he got freaked out by the pink elephant scene, and I'm like, but that's one of my favorite scenes. Like, I actually got a Funko Pop, do-it-yourself Dumbo from Michael's. The Michael's location in our area was closing up shop, and I actually got a do-it-yourself Dumbo Funko Pop, and the gray, I'm using Sharpie markers, probably not the best idea, but I was using Sharpie markers, and the gray was not working at all. So I was like, ah, freak, what am I gonna use instead? And so then I decided, hey, pink elephants. Like, I'm just gonna make Dumbo pink, you know, because of that part of the movie. And so I have a pink Dumbo Funko Pop. And it just makes me smile. I love it. But I do understand that, like, Dumbo is not everybody's favorite movie. It is a product of its time. And I love the story. I loved the story not knowing that, but I also love the story now because it is a piece of history. Like, I love Dumbo. I do. And again, why would you fix something that's not broken? Why would you redo something that's not already a classic? I don't know, but Disney likes to do that these days, I guess. So we'll just let them do whatever they want, I suppose. And yeah, I did grow up watching Disney princess movies and stuff, but I mean, the thing that I was most interested in those movies was the animals. Like, the only reason I really watched Disney princess movies was because of the animals, let's be real. I loved the little animal sidekicks that they all have. And, there's one other kind of movie that I watched. I have to remember. Oh yeah, and then when Tarzan came out, Tarzan was a cool movie. I really liked Tarzan when it came out, so yeah. And I feel sad too, cause like, I know that like a lot of people are like, you weirdo, you like talking animal stuff or anthropomorphic animal stuff, but I mean, it was a huge influence in my life, and you know, people who like that stuff, they're not hurting anybody, they're not doing illegal activity and they're not bullying people, so I mean, like, let people just like things, I guess. Anyways, but yeah. And I guess this is also just I was a funny kid growing up. I was just a funny kid growing up. So yeah, my family's religious, and every week we do kind of a scripture study where we learn about religion and learn about and read the scriptures. And one night it was my turn to pick, and no joke, the activity that I wanted to do was, I told everybody, okay, the activity we're doing is that you pick an animal from Noah's Ark and you be that animal. And we did it, and it was so much fun. Oh my gosh. I almost couldn't believe that, like, my parents let us do that. Like, that was the only thing we did that night. But yeah, my parents let us do that, but I think my parents realized that, well, if we let this child do it, you know, pick the activity again in the future, she's probably only gonna want to do that. So, since then, I don't remember ever picking the lesson, you know, the scripture study focus after that. But it was really cool when we did it that one time. It was really cool when we did it that one time. And why do you ask? Did I love Pokemon so much? I loved Pokemon because it reminded me of the animals that I grew up with. So, I'm just gonna give you a list of all the animals that I grew up with. I grew up with goldfish. We had a few goldfish, but like there was continuously like this one large goldfish named Otto. He moved with us. He lived very long for what you would think a goldfish would live. And then I think he lived with us for at least 8 years. Like, that's how long he lived. But then we found him floating he looked like his scales had like burst. It was weird. So we don't know why he died, but he eventually died one day, and that was really sad. But we had a couple other fish, but that was the one that I remember the most. Otto, the goldfish. But then we also had a guinea pig. We might have had 2 at one point, but I remember we at least had 1. His name was Captain Nugget. I don't remember having him for very long, but I do remember we had him. That was when I was like really young. And then we had rabbits, and I remember I had a white with black spots. I couldn't tell you what kind it was. Possibly a Rex, but I don't know. I was really young. And I liked that rabbit, but the rabbit wasn't very friendly, and not as friendly and cuddly as people would let you believe rabbits are. Like I tried to take care of that rabbit as best as I could, but then then all of a sudden we didn't have rabbits anymore. I never found out why we didn't have rabbits anymore. But I did have rabbits at one point. And then I did have a parakeet when I was starting to become a teenager. Before I became a teenager, I had a parakeet. His name was Pedro. And he was the yellow and green, you know, parakeet that you get from the store. And I didn't like cleaning up after him, but he was really cool. Like we let his feathers grow out so he could fly. That was pretty cool. But when I moved, we couldn't take him on one of our moves, so I had to give him to my cousin, because I couldn't take him with me. And I learned that one day Pedro was out and the front door was open and Pedro flew away. So I don't know what happened to him. I hope he's okay. But probably found an early demise, unfortunately, for Pedro. I also had cats growing up. We had 2 cats that lived in our garage. They were barn cats, but they were still pretty friendly. There was the gray one was called Misty, and that one was a really friendly cat. No, Misty was kind of a shy cat. Like it wasn't hateful, but Misty was kind of shy. So we couldn't hardly ever find her to pet her. But the other cat, BJ, was a calico. And BJ was nice. BJ let us pet it. And we had some great adventures with BJ. But we also had a couple dogs. The one dog that we had, her name was Libby. She was a golden retriever, Labrador retriever mix. and she basically just looked like a golden retriever. She was such a good dog. And we took her on one of our moves, but then one of the last times that we moved, she was old, and we didn't think that my family didn't think that she would make, you know, they thought that the stress would be too much for her. So we left her, and but then we were moving back, and like I swear 6 months before we were moving back to get our dog back, she died. And that was the saddest day. I was absolutely heartbroken, knowing that I was not going to be able to see that dog when we got back home. Yeah. And then we got, when we did come back, we waited a little while, but then we got ourselves a Scottish Terrier. Her name was McKenna, and you know, she was fun, but family circumstances happened, and we couldn't keep her anymore. So we rehomed her to some of our neighbors who they proved that they were able to take good care of the dog. I do feel bad about that one. But I do know that, you know, we were in a position where we could not adequately care for her, and the home that she went to, she was receiving the best of care, which was nice. I hope that she lived a long and happy life. I don't know, she might still be alive, actually. I hope that she's doing okay. But then I also, again, I grew up with a lot of horses. We had a lot of horses. The first horse that we ever had was sort of this quarter horse, almost pony size. I think he was a quarter horse. I actually don't really know what his breed was, but his full name was Bucky Buckaroo. And he was just this tan little snot of a horse. And I thought it was really cool because he was the same age I was. We got him when I was 5, I think, and he was 5. And his full name was Bucky Buckaroo, but his barn name was Buck. But my sister was the one who was taught how to ride on that horse, and she didn't have a lot of fun on him. She actually started calling him Fruit Loop. Because he was a special horse. But my mom got him like really cheap, and we loved having him. And then we got a couple of other horses, Peggy and Cozy. They were I think they were Morgans is what the owner said that we got him from. But Cozy developed a complication, and that horse had to be put down, unfortunately. But Peggy became Buck's pasture mate, and they had a lot of fun together. I liked riding Peggy a lot more than Buck. Peggy seemed to be a sweeter horse. But then we got this little tornado of a pony. I don't know what breed he was, but his name was Tank. And I guess he came from a riding barn that I mean, we had horses at home, but we also were part of a pony club. And he was retiring from the pony club, and he was old, and apparently, apparently he did not. He did not, like, if you put the saddle on wrong, he would go berserk. Like, I did not know this until several years later. But yeah, this crotchety old pony, my mom saddled him up and we all rid him. He bucked all 3 of us off. My oldest sister, she broke her arm, and so she had to be in a cast. My middle sister, she was tossed off the back of that thing a few times. She never got hurt. But she got tossed off a couple of times, and miraculously nothing happened to her. I got bucked off the horse, and I did not get hurt, thankfully. I was like 7 or 8 years old. I think it was 7. I got bucked off that horse. It was the scariest thing that had ever happened in my life. But I didn't get hurt, and I landed in the mud. And my sisters were laughing, and my mom was trying to laugh, but she also felt bad for me, so she was trying not to laugh. I remember those toy animals that I mentioned, like, I remember very specifically, like, I did not ride horses for a few months after that. I just told my parents, I just want to play with my toy horses for now. Getting bucked off is freaking scary, man. Like, I can't. Oh, there we go. And it's female, yay! Okay, thank goodness Ralts only has Growl at this point. Because it does learn teleport later. But... oh, and it has Synchronize, okay. That's not bad. Let's do another Leech Seed. Just Ralts evaded the attack. What the heck? Alright. Leech Seed. There we go. I mean, I could have gotten the Ralts later, but it's going to be really helpful for the second gym. So, we will get that. Use that Pokeball. Gotcha. Ralts is another one of my favorites in this game. The Ralts line. Ralts is the feeling Pokemon. Ralts has the ability to sense the emotions of people. If its trainer is in a cheerful mood, this Pokemon grows cheerful and joyous in the same way. A true empath. I like it. Give a nickname to the captured Ralts. Not in this game, no. We're not going to be using it for very long, unfortunately. We are just catching it. We're going to heal up. So yeah, just the lesson of this episode is just don't get bucked off a horse. It is not fun. It is not fun. Do not get bucked off a horse. We did have a couple of other horses after that, but it's time now. So stay tuned to if you're interested in the animals that I grew up with, I've got a couple more for you. And I'll be talking about just how much animals have influenced my life, because it relates to the work that I've done, the jobs that I've had growing up as well. So sorry if I'm like talking about animals so much at this point. I'm gonna be talking about a lot of things. Just you know, telling you a little bit about myself, letting you know who I am, what kind of things that I like, and hopefully it's entertaining for you. If you find it entertaining, you can like and subscribe down below. You can up here you can find the bell icon, so that you can get notified when my videos are coming up. And if you want to, leave a comment on some of the pets that you've owned in your life, or whether you have any funny stories about animals, or any movies that you've loved growing up. And you know, if you have anything else to contribute, just go ahead and share my videos if you find them entertaining. Maybe your friends, your family will think it's fun too. And yeah, we'll see you again in the future. Thanks guys, bye!